Hello and welcome back to the next game, Arena 1v1 between Hera in red as the Malay and DraCoNT playing in blue as the Incas. This should be interesting. Malay, I think, considered a better civilization. Hera, a top expert, obviously DraCoNT, arena expert, so I hope he's giving us a good fight here. I'd say Hera is the favorite, but who knows how this game is gonna go. We're going to find out together. Let's see how the maps look like. First glance, the players are quite close, and there is it called Ibexes again? Yes, on the map for DraCoNT outside. Hera got them inside, so I guess DraCoNT should be able to lure them in. Also in Dark Age, the Eagle Scout should still be stronger than the Scout Cavalry from the Malay here. But start with the maps. Malay, and we have the main gold and the second gold safe in the back, which is nice to have. Main stone forward, second stone quite forward outside, so we might actually see a trust from DraCoNT if he's realizing, okay, my opponent has bad stone. Then again, against Malay you don't really want to trash, because Malay are upping so fast, and it usually doesn't give you a big advantage to go for the trash here and for the early aggression. Third gold is outside, one really close to his base here, another one quite close as well, so actually in that regard quite fair. The Ibex is inside, that's a nice boost that Hera will want to take and to use. And in the middle, a Tiger now on this map too, actually. And as you can see, the second stone from DraCoNT also quite close here on the front, outside of his base. DraCoNT using a sheep to keep that gate open, lure the first Ibex in. We have also main gold and main stone forwardish on the side here. Third gold on the right hand side is outside. Extra gold not so far away, one really close to his base here. And another relic closer to him, but more or less in the neutral zone. And a second gold, that's the only thing that is safe on the back for DraCoNT. So not the best map, but at least he got one gold in the back here, and he should be able to protect the main stone and possibly the main gold. Let's find out how DraCoNT is going to play this against Malay. Not sure what he should do. We could see a trash, but I hope we're not going to see one. And I guess in the long run with the Incas, you might want to go either for Arbalest, as Malay might open with those, or Elite Skirmishes to counter. I would love to see Kameyuks here. We might see Siege Rams, we might see Onagers if Hera is going for a lot of Arbalest. And against Karambits, again, Kameyuks. I don't think we're going to see Eagle Warriors or Elite Eagle Warriors. It's an option, but usually Malay should be able to defend against those. Not sure though, maybe Elite Eagle Warriors are actually the way to go here. I don't really know how this Civ War should be played out or should be played, and I'm pretty sure most experts, arena experts, know what to do here, but I'm really curious to see what Hera is going to do. As the Malay, of course, you want to go for a decent economy. Elite Battle Elephants would be awesome. Then again, Arbalest and early Imp should be strong as well. And let's not forget, we have those 200 swordsmen that can go without gold if you get the upgrade. And then you have, I guess, the best trash unit in the game. Is 200 swordsmen the best trash unit in the game? I guess so. I think it should be considered one of the best at least. Both players are on the way to Feudal Age. What else do we have on the map? An extra stone here somewhere in the middle. Neutral zone, we also have a relic and one extra gold, a bit closer to Hera in this case, but both players have an extra gold closer to themselves. So I think that's quite a fair map, and despite the fact that the main gold for Hera is a lot safer than for DraCoNT. I guess with the stones being forward, it's almost equal. Market Blacksmith coming up for Hera DraCoNT. Expecting to see the same thing. Feudal Age done. Market Blacksmith perfect. 4 villages on gold for him. A lot of food in the bank. Double Britics on the way for Hera. DraCoNT could go for it too. He's not clicking it, not clicking Horse Collar, not going for gold mining. Maybe he's waiting. Yeah, there it is. Horse Collar and Double Bricks on the way. Is Hera doing the Horse Collar too? I think he just finished it. So this farm should have 250 food. Perfect. 3 villages on gold for him. I'm expecting to see a monastery coming up. One extra TC, maybe a second later on. Only one lumber camp for him. Interesting. And then the question is, TC here, probably. It would be a really nice TC spot. And maybe one on the wood line here somewhere. Yeah, that's where the villagers were headed. Going to see a monastery coming up? Not yet. Hera went with 30 population. That's the equivalent of like 25, maybe 26. Quite an early up, and therefore Hera does not have enough wood to go for a monastery or another TC. Instead, preferring or prioritizing the Bosaw, which makes sense. We have Castle Age coming in from DraCoNT now. Eagle Scout getting +3 attacks, so now it's time to move out again and try to attack that scout here. Monastery coming up quite far forward. DraCoNT is going aggressive here. Got enough wood to go for 2 extra TCs. Done loom here. And Hera is going to attack the villagers. The loom is not finished, so one villager down from DraCoNT, and the double monastery will go down, will go up a little bit slower. TC coming up on that main stone on the outside to protect it. I guess it's a good TC spot, enough space for farms around it, could get attacked from the outside, but for now DraCoNT wants to go over map control here. First monastery up, second monastery on the way, first monk also getting produced, and Hera should be on 3 TCs by now. That's 1 TC on the one side, the other TC on that second gold actually in the wood line. That's even better position than here, I guess. And Hera for now with the barracks coming up and stables on the way, so maybe he wants to go with a few light cav or at least scouts to protect against the monks. Siege workshop coming in for DraCoNT here. DraCoNT with the second TC up and running, third TC also up and running. Not enough farms to supply or to support all TCs, but that's not the biggest problem. He's gonna have the farms within no time. And there's 2 monks waiting. Sanctity done for the 45 HP. We have 1 relic inside and a ram to start and attack those walls. Try to do some damage in Castle Age. A free boom for Malay is something you cannot allow. They're just too fast there, and Hera is too good of a player to like lose a game where he had a free boom with Malay, I think at least. Light cav upgrade coming in, he's got 3 of them in the stables, and archer range is also coming up. Crossbowmen on the way, so Hera is going for quite some military in Castle Age, as is DraCoNT obviously, but he only got the spearmen here, or barracks for spearmen, makes sense. The crossbowmen might be quite good here. The ramp went through the wall now, is attacking the next piece, and there's the light cav moving in. 1, 2, 3 of them. I think there should be 1 conversion, but that's it. That's only 1 of those conversions. Not a good trade for DraCoNT here. A little bit of bad luck. He might have seen the light cav a little bit too late. And Hera, sorry, that was the wrong one. Already got 6 of those light cav, 5 or 6. Now it's 4. And crossbow production also going. We have 2 plus 4 coming in. The light cav now moving around, trying to find another monk. Maybe there is 2 relics inside. No, still only 1. DraCoNT is not going for the relics. Instead, he's trying to go aggressive here. Managed to kill a house here, destroy 1. Now going for the blacksmith. But looks like Hera has enough light cav still to actually go for the mangonel, and now he could go for the crossbowman, go and counter attack here, but maybe he wants to wait for more. And the monk is moving forward again. Looks like DraCoNT is using a minimum of army to actually try and be annoying. Hera though is keeping his cool, can you say that? And the crossbowmen are moving in, but mangonel just in time. Nice conversion this time for DraCoNT, and converting 1 of those crossbowmen and the mangonel, almost getting a good hit, but Hera is just moving back here, and now with the help of that light cav, mangonel is going down, the spearman will fall, and another nice conversion, 2 of them actually for DraCoNT, now getting, not sure, quick or lucky, I don't know, and the mangonel taking care of the rest of the crossbowmen. Actually, the blacksmith went down, the barracks went down, I think, but looks like Hera is able to defend for now, and he's got 75 villagers, sorry, DraCoNT has 75, 76, Hera on 86, DraCoNT actually booming well behind this aggression. And I think he's in a very decent position, even though that, Hera has just clicked up to Imperial Age. I saw the score drop by 150 points, something like that. Not sure how much it's supposed to be, 180. And he's up on the way to Imperial Age, but DraCoNT, with a good economy behind this and not so far away, he should be able to at least keep the pressure up, or at least not fall to an early aggression. Hera though is saying, okay, I'm going for the early Arbalest. As expected, actually, it's a really nice build. And you can see it here, Imperial Age under pressure before, what is it, before 29 or maybe just at 29 minutes. That's quite strong here, and that's the bonus of the Malay. Not sure how much the bonus is in a DE balance. It was 80% faster, maybe it's like 60, 70 now, I don't know, I'm not gonna look it up, probably you know it better than me. And as you can see, the market is going down. DraCoNT is still trying to keep the pressure up, and what's the plan for him in the meantime? He is back at home on the way to Imperial Age, is going with the castle now, he's got the 3 TCs up and running, not sure what the actual plan is. And for Hera, it's obviously Arbalest at this point. Is there skirmishes in the mix? Yes, elite skirmishes are also done. Light cav still on the field. And it looks like Hera is saying, okay, I can ignore this forward. I'm just going to try and be aggressive now. Attack my opponent's base. He's also moved out to take the extra gold in the map, which is really nice to see. And while the Imperial Age is coming up for DraCoNT, Hera is... going aggressive is maybe the wrong word. He is attacking the walls, but it's only... foot soldiers and cavalry. It's no siege units here. And for DraCoNT, what is this coming up? We have couriers actually on the way for the Kamayuks and Eagle Warriors, I think it is, and also for the Slingers maybe? I think it's for the Slingers too. Another monastery coming up. Looks like that one monastery with the relic is going down, second monastery, and obviously not producing. and Hera is adding bombard cannons into the mix of the Arbalest and elite skirmishers. Going for his main stone now. Hera was not able to go for stone all game long, and now he wants to get that castle up, I think. Also going with the siege workshop on the side, bombard cannons coming up, few light cav on that gate, but he's not really attacking DraCoNT to I don't know how to call this. Not at all, actually. Look at this. He's just moving back. He's got a decent amount of bombard cannons already, but it looks like he just wants to clear his base now, and I don't really understand why Hera is not going more aggressive here. Then there is Elite Eagle Warriors on the field, something I did not see, but looks like the go-to unit, obviously against Arbalest actually, I was a bit missing that, is Elite Eagle Warriors, and they have the 4+6 Pierce armor, which is so much. Second castle coming up, and still hoping for Kamayuks, and they're coming up, the Elite Kamayuk upgrade, awesome, production going, and we are going to see Elite Kamayuks against Arbalest and bombard cannons probably. Also, long swordsmen on the way, soon to be 200 swordsmen I'm expecting, and the Elite Eagle Warriors are actually doing quite some damage, but there's not enough of them to be able to cope with the 200 swordsmen, and now I think the Elite Kamayuk is such a good unit here. 6 pierce armor against 10 attack, and with their 60 HP and with Elite Kamayuk's 80 HP, they should be able to do good against the Arbalest, even though they probably take like 4 HP per arrow. Is that possible? Still, Elite Kamayuks are quite strong here. And Hera is... Town center coming up here. This is not going up. Is not going too far forward. He's taking his time, he's cautious, he's careful, and he's trying to go for the relic. And there's one Eagle Warrior taking down that monk. The other Elite Eagle Warrior is now moving in to attack the bombard cannons. And the Arbalest shouldn't be strong enough to stop the Elite Eagle Warriors from taking down all those cannons, but a nice block here. And in the meantime, the Elite Kamayuks are moving forward into the middle of the map, taking down the rest of Hera's army, more or less. Hera, 180 militias, he's got 50 army, 50, 60, something like that. But I'm not sure if he has anything good against Elite Kamayuks now. And you can't really go for elephants, as the Kamayuks have a good bonus against them, as far as I remember. So maybe hand cannoneers, which are not available for Malay, if I remember correctly. Letting your opponent go Elite Kamayuks is maybe something you cannot afford here, actually. And I guess Hera needs more Arbalest and possibly Siege. I'm not sure about the Siege options for Malay. Heavy Scorpions might be a good option, but I don't think Malay get them. If they do, then I'm wrong, but for now I want to see that fight, where the 200 swordsmen are more or less getting shredded, and those Arbalest have a decent fighting position, taking down a lot of those Elite Kamayuks, but DraCoNT is just sending in more and more, and is chasing those Arbalest down. Very awesome use of the Elite Kamayuk here, and they prove to be really strong. A very forward castle coming up, making sure that Hera cannot take more of his stone. Does he have a castle somewhere? I don't see it. He's got one on the side here, very nice to see, but he cannot really stop this castle from going up, at least not so easy, as he's low on gold as well. Really wants to go for more bombard cannons, but is not allowed to do so, and DraCoNT somehow is able to turn this game around. There's a lot of Arbalest for Hera and a few 200 swordsmen in the mix, but Hera doesn't seem to be able to get the map control back. Instead, there's trebuchets now moving in for DraCoNT, and you can see it here, the Elite Kamayuks, they are just so strong. This is just amazing. The Arbalest are almost doing no damage whatsoever. It looks like they're shooting forever and not taking down too many units now. They obviously did do a lot of damage on those Elite Kamayuks, but still they're moving in, and I think DraCoNT, low on resources, but still has enough to keep his Kamayuk numbers high, and I think he's still producing a good amount of them. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong here. And we have Elite Kamayuks now moving back, trebuchets hitting everything, but Hera has the upper hand at home. The Arbalest not doing a lot here, standing around. I think they need to move into the battlefield, and we have archers coming up for, I think, Elite Skirmishers on the way. And DraCoNT still with a good position here, still remaining, keeping map control. A little forward coming up on the right hand side, where DraCoNT was going to take that extra gold. He's taking his third gold for now, and the Arbalest at this point, as the Kamayuk numbers are getting lower or not getting as high, they're quite strong here. And then we have it, the skirmishers moving in, Elite Skirmisher upgrade done, so the Arbalest will have to face their counter, the classic counter Elite Skirmishers, and looks like DraCoNT wants to go into the left hand side now, while there's a raiding coming up on the right, another castle coming up from DraCoNT. This is so important. The Incas have cheaper castles, and I think this castle should go up despite the fact that 200 swordsmen are moving in, siege workshop coming up forward. At the same time, the Elite Kamayuks now trying to move in against the Arbalest and against those trebuchets. The castle falling, and the Kamayuks actually only attacking single Arbalest here, not doing the damage that DraCoNT would like to see. The elite skirmishers though are taking a good amount of spears, arrows, whatsoever, and this game is really good in my opinion. A very strong fight from both players. Hera still in the population lead, score lead, population lead, 2, yes, 124 villagers, a good amount of military units, and suddenly Hera, able to hold on for long enough, is starting to push here. Arbalest still doing a lot of damage, bomber cannons behind this, and of course the 200 swordsmen that are costing no gold whatsoever now that the Malay have, what was it called, Delocracy or something like that, I guess so. And just like that, DraCoNT is not able to go with more elite Kamayuks, and in the end is resigning the game. What a nice comeback from Hera. I was seeing DraCoNT winning this game with elite Kamayuks, but then he somehow wasn't able to follow up. He probably didn't have enough gold to keep the production going, and in the end Hera showing why the Malay are so strong. I think the 200 swordsmen made the difference here, and of course the Arbalest micro by Hera. Hope you enjoyed this game, very strong one in my opinion, and see you in the next games. GG.